Morning everybody, time for yet another shave video. This time we're going to be reviewing Wickham 1912 WCS Bleu. So this is a limited edition soap produced by Wickham Soap Company for West Coast shaving. It is a clone of Bleu de Chanel. I'm not sure if this is a clone of the Eau de Parfum or the Eau de Toilette. They are very different in scent. Many people feel that the Eau de Parfum is much more desirable. It is a more recent release of Bleu de Chanel, but I'm not sure which one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to list the notes for the Eau de Parfum right here. It'll pop up. So Wickham Soap Company is a soap company out of England, and this is a completely vegetal soap. So for you people who do not like using animal products, this soap is for you. It is on the harder side. It is not a triple milled soap like your Saponificio Vericinos, your Mitchell's Wool Fat. Granted, that's tallow soap. It is not a hard soap like that, but it is it's not that far off. It doesn't come in a puck form. It comes in a tub. It is poured, and the nice thing and what I really liked about this is that they did actually go in and smooth this out and give a uniform surface for the brush to load on. That's really cool. No side labeling, again, no side labeling, so I put it on myself with a label maker. And but the top is a nice, let you guys look at that, it is waterproof. It is a nice waterproof label. It is glossy. If I was really being nitpicky, I prefer the matte finish to the glossy finish. But as far as design goes, it's nice and simple, has their name on it. If you look at the different tubs, depending on what the scent is, there's different coloration on the labeling. There is, like I said, no side labeling. There is the ingredient list on the bottom, which is also a waterproof label. So packaging overall is pretty nice. I did cheat a little bit for what I normally do. Normally I will not pre-lather a soap. I did lather this up last night just to see what I was getting into, because I have never used this soap base before. It's gotten very good reviews online. Excuse me. It has gotten extremely good reviews online, so I've always been curious about it, but was not willing to pay to have it imported from the UK. WCS started carrying it just recently, so I jumped on it and ordered a couple of tubs. I ordered this and the English Rose. And now, as far as the scent goes, it's about a 2 out of 5 off the tub, maybe a 1.5. It's on the weak side. But I will tell you from lathering it up last night, it does bloom once lathered. And it blooms more for what it is preload. When you load it and start lathering it, the scent blooms more than any other soap. So this, at least last night in my experience, I was at a 1.5, maybe a 2 prior to lathering. When I lathered it up, and all of a sudden the scent bloomed out to like a 3.5 or 4 out of 5. It was quite remarkable. I was actually pretty impressed. So what we're using today is we're going to be using the Razor Rock 400 with a plus soft knot. This is 24 millimeter, and the Whisker Destroyer is going to be the Earn 204. This is a 5/8 shoulderless. So for those of you who don't know too much about straight razors, all right, let's see if I can show you this. Okay, normally right here all right, you'll have, let me see if I can pull a razor out that actually has shoulders, so you can see a comparison. Okay. So here's a fridure, right? And if you look, you can see right here, all right, one has what looks like, see these right here, these are stabilizers and shoulders right there, and this does not. So just a quick lesson on the anatomy of a straight razor. This is what's known as a shoulderless. But yeah, this is actually a pretty fun razor. It's actually a longer razor as far as length, total length. It is actually what many people consider to be the norm, when in reality most straight razors, this is a full 3 inches from the edge down here all the way to the tip up there. It's a round point. So enough about the razor. This video is about the soap. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to record the lathering of soap like we have been doing over the past couple shaves. I've gotten pretty good feedback on that. People enjoy it, so we're going to continue. And here we go. I've already dumped the bloom water into this bowl right here. So again, don't mind me not looking at the camera. Pay attention to the picture in picture and we'll be just fine. All right, here we go. So I don't like going to the puck with a damp brush. I do dip the brush if it's a synthetic, or I do soak it. But I wring it out, I shake it out a couple of times, I dump the bloom water off. I like building a paste on top of the soap, not necessarily an actual lather. Flinging stuff all over the place like this brush is really good at doing. So you can see what I'm getting here. The proto lather is very pasty, and that's what I really like. And you can see how quickly it happened too. I mean, this was maybe 30 seconds loading, if that. That's probably a little too much for what I actually need, right? And the brush looks absolutely caked. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I'll probably take the good stuff right there. And because I actually lather up with my brush, I don't take and rub this stuff in my face. What I'll do is I'll just put it right in here inside the bowl. All right, so let's go ahead, start building. Now, what I did use last night, I did not use this lather ball. I used my Captain's Choice lather ball, and everybody's asking, well, why didn't you use your Captain's Choice lather ball more often? And because I haven't had it. I've been lending it out to newer wet shavers to let them experience what bowl lathering's like. And B is I actually don't prefer the type, it does build a good lather. Don't get me wrong. I don't prefer the type of lather that it creates. Because of the type of ridges that it has, because the ridges are actually pronounced and raised, for me, what it'll do is it puts more air in there than I'm wanting. Again, like I said in my last video, I enjoy the lathering process. So, and with the lather ball right here, these ridges are indented into the bottom, and they're not quite as severe. We're starting to get, oh wow. So this elasticity is what I really enjoy in a good soap. Brush is soaking up all the, not soaking up, but it's eating up all the lather, which is good, which is fine. Flinging lather, flinging lather. We're just about there. Those are half squirts, by the way. Yeah, I think we're about there. So, just to show you guys, that is what I really look for right there, is that gelatinous type of lather. That tells me that, and you can shave with that. I'd be able to shave with that. Again, I like working lather into my face a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish my pre-shave. Razor's already dropped, but I'm going to go ahead and treat my face, soften my whiskers. It's been about 25 minutes or so, 30 minutes since my shower. So my whiskers have dried out, they're not quite as hydrated. So I'm gonna go ahead, paint some lather on my face, put a hot towel over it, let it sit for a minute or two, and rub the excess into my face, and then I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back. All right, let's get right into it. So a couple things I wanted to redress from yesterday's shave, about leases, and review about leases. So if you watched yesterday, I said that Lisa's was a single note of lavender, and quite frankly, I was mistaken. There is a lot more going on in that scent than I gave it credit for, and I'll put the actual scent notes right here to Lisa's. This is to the Gentleman's Lavender rather. And I need more water. So that was redressal point number one. Number two is that she is not reformulating her original formula. What she is reformulating is her premium formula. So I misspoke there. And number three is the top label. Flinging lather everywhere. Wow, that's what this brush is good for. Is it does fling lather. Is the top label is water resistant, not waterproof, but it is not a plain paper label. She is aware that her packaging needs work. Like I said yesterday, she's constantly in a state of improving her product, so it doesn't surprise me that she's looking to improve her packaging and everything. She is a one-person operation. Nobody else that helps her with the soap or anything else, so it's quite impressive. As I said yesterday, she's a great artisan, and TSC is extremely lucky to have her as one of the vendors. Okay, so let's get into the shave. And like I said before, this soap blooms out really nicely. And I've smelled both the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum, and I just realized, guys, I don't have my lights on, so give me a second here. Dirt is what it is. Okay, so sorry about that. Freaking living in shadows there. All right, so let's start shaving, and I'll continue talking about the soap. So the soap does lather up very easily. It takes a little, with how much I loaded, it takes a little bit of time to get the hydration right. So it's, I will be truthfully honest. I've been really curious about this soap. I really did not want to like it. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case though. Cushion is okay, which is actually surprising. Given the type of lather I'm seeing. Given the type of lather I'm seeing, I mean, it is providing a good base for the razor. I might not have it hydrated quite enough. So the glide on it is okay. The cushion on it is okay. Right now, just initial impressions. I'm going to play around with the hydration over the next couple passes and see if I can't get it any better. I mean, it's a good soap. It's a good soap, guys. Excuse me. So, like I said, I didn't want to like this, but it's nice. It's nice. It's gotten really good reviews, and I can see why it's gotten really good reviews. I can tell you right now that even when I get this thing fully hydrated, I seriously doubt it's going to be right up there with the big boys. Let's check residual. Okay. So residual slickness, that is, for a vegetal soap, that was amazing. That was awesome. That was a 10 out of 10 residual slickness right there. That was awesome. God, I didn't want to like this soap. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to do my last two passes. Wow, residual slickness. I'm going to do my last two passes. I will be right back and give some final soap thoughts on the soap. Oh, God, I didn't want to like this soap. All right, guys. We finished up our shave. Good shave. My initial thoughts on the cushion were pretty accurate. Even though I kept adding and kept whipping up water, the lather on the face, the cushion really never improved. Slickness was great. Residual slickness stayed phenomenally good. The soap is fairly moisturizing. Not the most moisturizing soap I've ever tried. So going down the list, let's go ahead and try and give it a nice score, a decent score. I still haven't wiped. 9 for lathering, 7 for cushion, 9 for slickness, 10 for residual slickness, 8 for moisturizing, 5 for stability, 23, 32. Yeah. 23, 32. Sorry guys, 39. So that scores a 48. So it's as good a soap as Sterling. So Sterling scores 48. You know, I topped it off, so I don't have any Bleu de Chanel, so I topped it off with this right here. I really do enjoy this scent though. I don't know that my significant other would enjoy this. She doesn't like musk scents, and that's what, so typically blue scents are aquatic musks. So it is what it is. So yeah, 48 for this Wickham soap. I was really disappointed in the cushion. As I was shaving, it's like, man, if this cushion was even halfway decent, you know, I can see this scoring in the mid 50s and scoring as good as Holy Cow. It's not quite there, guys. The moisturizing is far short of where Sterling, Holy Cow. I mean, this is the moisturizing on this is short of Sterling, but it's far below that of Holy Cow, Declaration, Ariana and Evans, Noble Otter, all of those. It's much short. So we used the Razor Rock 400 synthetic brush with the plus soft knot. We used the Earn 204 shoulderless 5/8 German razor, Solingen steel. Go ahead and put that up. I'll put it up later. Yeah, I had a good shave. Did a lacquer cushion. I do have a little bit of redness right around here. Yeah, that'll go away. The post-shave balm, I want to say something about the post-shave balm that you can get along with it, the matching balm. So most balms, when you get in a container like this, comes out and it's white and it looks like a lotion. This actually comes out clear, just to give you what it looks like. It looks like bacitracin when it comes out of the tube. It kind of surprised me. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And it went on, and I was like, oh man, this is going to be really, really greasy. And put it on, and all of a sudden, it soaked right in. And my face actually feels really good right now. I'm anticipating that this redness right through here is going to clear up pretty quickly. I might do a second application just in that little spot right there. So all in all, pretty happy with it. Yeah. If you want to check these guys out, I know you can find them at their website, wickhamsoaps.com. And is it Wickham Soaps or Wickham Soap Co? I don't know, I'll put it right here. And you can find them at Connaught Shaving if you're over in Europe. I believe they're at the top of the chain if you're in Canada, and West Coast Shaving, I believe, is the only U.S. distributor for Wickham Soap Company. If you haven't come checked us out, if you haven't come and seen what we're all about at the Shaving Cadre, stop on by. We're doing something that's really cool, really unique in the shaving forum industry world, and we're trying to grow. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. www.theshavingcadre.com. Stop by, say hi, and I'll see you later.